Hi, it's Di doing a video for Binary Core Media. I brought with me a special guest. Would you just like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Midge. I'm from the Binary Core community, and I've just come along to have a chat with Di.
And be my little whipping boy in these videos. But what we're basically doing is we're going through some Super Street Fighter 4 gameplay as well as Tekken 6 gameplay. And the reason why we're doing this is Capcom announced at Comic-Con 2010 a Street Fighter X Tekken crossover. Probably one of the most highly anticipated game crossovers you could have imagined.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of people very excited. I, for one, couldn't believe my eyes when I saw the news, and I had to get straight onto it and check it out.
So I'm playing as Cammy and Midge is playing as Chun-Li. And I want to ask everyone straight away to leave a comment. What do you all want to see in Street Fighter X Tekken? What do you want to see introduced that hasn't been in previous games? And what do you want to see removed?
What I'm really looking forward to seeing is how the Tekken characters make the transition into the Street Fighter world. Obviously this means they'll have to be simplified for the Street Fighter engine.
Tekken characters will have to be controlled a lot more differently than, say, Street Fighter characters, because everyone's used to the Street Fighter characters. So it'll be really excellent to see what they could do, but I think that Tekken fans might not come across the Street Fighter thing.
We recently went on an excursion to Japan.
Yeah, we did.
yeah. We checked out the games arcades there, and we saw that the majority of arcade machines in the fighting game section were actually Tekken 6 machines.
So you'd go into an arcade in Japan and you'd see an entire row of Tekken Dark Resurrection games with just everyone playing them. You would then go around a corner and there'd be another row of Tekken Dark Resurrection games with everyone playing them. And then on the end, the darkest corner of the arcade, there'll be one Street Fighter 4 machine. And who's playing it? That's right, two people on holiday. That's right. So it's clearly extremely popular, or at least it was in Tokyo. It just outnumbered it so much. And so it'll be really interesting to hear from anyone who's from that part of the world. What do you guys think is more popular, and what is your favourites? Do you prefer them one to the other? Do you like them both equally? And why do you think this is? What do you think people will come across from Tekken to play Street Fighter X Tekken? Or will it largely be for Street Fighter players who might have liked the old Tekken games but have kind of gone off the more recent ones? Give us your opinions.
When we went to that arcade, we had a little go on the Tekken machines. We got caned. We got absolutely whooped, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, we'd put like 100 yen in and it would be gone within 30 seconds because some guy would just wipe the floor with us in like 2 perfect rounds in a row. And we'll go into this a little bit later on, actually, when we're doing the Tekken gameplay.
But Di, I have a funny feeling if those Tekken characters were on a Street Fighter engine, I think we stand a bit more of a chance.
I think we would, because they would be nerfed, wouldn't they? Essentially.
Yeah, we would actually be able to get up off the floor.
Yeah, I mean, there's something we'll go into a bit more detail when we're doing the Tekken gameplay. I mean, right now, you're seeing us go through some Super Street Fighter. And to be honest, I just think it plays a lot more fun. I mean, I'm a large advocate for gameplay in games over graphics. Tekken looks much better, but Street Fighter has its own unique style, but it just plays much better, in my opinion. I don't know, do you think you share the same opinion?
Yeah, in this case, less is more.
Yeah, I'd certainly agree with that. I mean, going back to like Street Fighter 2, I mean, the game was very simple to play, and it was extremely fun. And they've just carried that across and made it a bit more complicated with focus attacks, EX attacks, and super and ultra combos, but they got the recipe right this time. To be honest, it was a bit disappointing between Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 4, in which case, you did have some excellent Tekken games. I mean, you had Tekken 3, well, actually Tekken 2 and Tekken 1 before that were actually excellent, and Tekken 4 was great, Tekken Tag Tournament was excellent, but Tekken 5 I wasn't very pleased with, but Tekken 6, it certainly, got back to being a really decent fighting game.
What I want to see is I want to see the return of Team Battle mode to Street Fighter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I don't know what they were thinking when they took that out.
It comes and goes. I don't know what it is. I mean, for those of you who don't know what Team Battle mode is, it's where you pick 8 characters and your opponent picks 4 to 8 or whatever it is. You pick up to 8 characters, and if you beat someone, your character would stay on with maybe gaining a little bit of health back. And So it was really good just to play against each other using that, rather than always going back to the character select screen. And so really big emphasis, we want team battle mode back into the game.
Please, Capcom, please.
Please, we're begging you, yeah. The other things I'd really like to see, like, carried across. I mean, keep super combos, ultra combos, focus attacks, EX attacks. I really can't think of any more gameplay elements I'd like to really see. I think the gameplay is extremely well as it is.
The footage that was released suggests there is some sort of team element there. I'm more concerned whether it's going to be a tag style combat, or it's going to be one wins, one loses, you go on to the next person.
We mentioned Tekken Tag Tournament earlier, and that was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed the way you could partner up with someone, and so you could have lots of people involved, and, well, you know, when you're low on health, just switch out, or when you're high on health and your ally is low on health, just switch them in, get them killed for a laugh, really. And I think that it does look like it's going to be a tag, but on the other hand, it looked a little bit like Marvel vs. Capcom, where if you perhaps both have a super meter open or both have ultras, you can combine them into one super duper ultra.
Number 3 coming out soon. Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be doing a feature on that. What sort of things do you want to see removed then? Is there anything you don't want in the game that you've seen in Tekken or Street Fighter?
Well, like I said, in Tekken, I'd like the opportunity to get up once in a while and not be pummeled on the floor. Street Fighter, I don't know. I'm a big lover of Street Fighter. I've got no problems with that game.
Yeah, I think with Tekken there is a certain case, but it could just be because we're not very good.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with Tekken. Once you're on the ropes, once your back's against the wall, it's very difficult to get out of that situation, or at least it has been for us.
Yeah, I mean, we're not pros by no stretch, so it's very difficult when you're up against an experienced player.
With Tekken, there's not so much emphasis on special moves or anything like that. More so that you need to know when to block, you know, and where to block. I mean, I know it's not difficult
it's
to
a lot more technical, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole sort of high block, low block sort of system on Tekken, and I suppose that does sound very easy, but when someone's standing, they could give you a jab in the face, or they can give you a kick on the shins, and, you know, if they get one hit in, they can get into a nice combo, and all the best players in the world know what combo. If they land that first hit, they're going to take off like a third of your health. And I'm not going to say that's a really bad thing. I think in the higher end gameplay, they probably absolutely love it, and it's a bit more realistic, you know. Since if you get a hit in someone, you can really take off quite a lot of stamina. Not that we have health bars in real life or anything like that. So we're sort of like nearing the end of the video now at this sort of stage. So we're just going to go with a couple of quick fire things. What's your biggest want, your biggest wish for Tekken X Street Fighter, or Street Fighter X Tekken?
Definitely team battle mode. I would love to see a well-developed story mode, something that Street Fighter games have really been lacking. The recent Tekken 6 scenario campaign mode was a laugh to play, and it took up a lot of my time playing it, and really got used to the characters.
Yeah, I'd sort of go along with that. That was technically 2 wishes, but, you know, whichever one you don't wish for, I'll go with the other one. But we've actually had quite a lot of fun actually making this commentary and sort of debate today. We hope you've enjoyed it. We would really like lots and lots of feedback for it. It is obviously a new thing with a new channel, and also, you know, feel free to comment. What do you guys want to see? Remember what we said at the start? Feel free to come along to the forum at binarycore.org just to see exactly you know, what's going on there, what new developments we've got going on, and, you know, just take part in excellent discussions. Furthermore, if you guys want to see more gameplay footage of me against Midge, or me against anyone out of the Binary Core crew against each other, then, you know, give us a shout out. What do you guys want us to play? We've got a lot of different games and lots of different consoles, and we're more than willing to dig out some old dusty consoles as well if you guys are interested in that. But please leave a comment. It would be really, really greatly appreciated. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video.